These next exercises are to help you with torsional stability. You know, when you run, you're moving forward and backwards like this, but you also have to be able to control your ability to stand on one side. That's called the frontal plane, like if you had a piece of glass in front of you and you're a mime. The other direction that you move in is torsionally, you're twisting. When your shoulder goes forward, your hip tends to go back. Forward shoulder, backward hip. We're going to show you how to stabilize your core and make it stronger so you have a little more snap in your gait as you release from the ground and come forward. This exercise is called a Pollack Press or a side stretch test, and it's done with the feet facing straight ahead, chest up, chin up, grab a band, and then push straight out. So it's working your entire core, but it's also engaging the glutes, the hamstring, and the calf muscle on the side facing toward the band. Now, if you really want to get advanced, we can incorporate a squat with it. It just gives a little extra side load during the time when you're running, especially when you're going downhill. It helps to strengthen all those muscles that stabilize one side of your body when the other foot is off the ground. You can do 50 reps on this on both sides. I'll also show you how to do this without a band using a buddy, which is way more fun. And I'm just going to put my hand on here and I'll be the band and push sideways against him. There you go, Pollack Press. Now let's have you go into a squat with a Pollack Press, push out and back up. Simple exercise, fun to do, and it'll help to get you strong in your hips, your tensor fasciae lata, your quads, your hamstrings, and your calf muscles. Good stabilizing exercise. We all like planks. Planks are fun and they build core strength, but planks are only good for one position. In other words, if you do an isometric exercise and just tighten a muscle in one position, you're strong in that position. But if we take that same exercise and put movement in there, you get strength throughout the entire range. So in this exercise, I'm going to show you how to do a plank, add motion to it, get a little bit more transverse plane activity, strengthen the abdominal muscles, the obliques, the transverse, and the erector spinae muscles, as well as an important muscles in your back called the multifidus and the quadratus lumborum, which are the big rotators and strength muscles in your lower back. Here we have Ed in the plank position. He's not in an elbow plank, he's in a full stance plank, but he's getting some stability between his shoulder blades, working those abdominal muscles. The obliques are working just a little bit in the transverse. He's got some co-contraction in the lumbar spine, but not much, okay? So I'll show you how to get a little bit more contraction in the lumbar spine by bringing the leg in. And leg out, and way up there. All of a sudden now we're contracting the quadratus lumborum and getting the multifidus and the erector spinae in there. He's working much harder in his abs. His shoulders are having to stabilize. His opposite triceps is contracting. He's developing a lot more strength in a large group of muscles. In essence, this becomes a more whole body exercise. It's a little bit more challenging than a plank, but it's got motion added to it, and I think you get more advantage out of adding motion. See running form in this exercise. Let's stand him up and think about this. If he were a sprinter, you can see how he'd be using these exact motions during running. So this is a good exercise for torsional stability. See the torsion going in there? One shoulder's forward, the hip goes back, just like when you're running down the road. So we like this exercise because it somewhat mimics what you'll be doing when you're running. Great exercise, and it helps to get pelvic stability and works your abs, works your arms. This is more of a transverse plane torsional exercise. This is the Gecko Crawl. It's the most advanced version that I know of a plank. It's kind of a moving plank. It's a fun exercise, but it's extremely challenging. Not many people can do it, but if you can, you'll derive terrific benefits out of it. If you can't do it, give it a try. Just do a couple of reps. Give it a go, test your balance, see how it works for you, work with it, and every day try and do just a little tiny bit more, and pretty soon you'll be doing Gecko Crawls. And go into a plank position first. Here he goes into a plank position. Then he's going to pull his leg forward and arm forward. Go into a push-up. Back to a plank. And he's doing a series of kind of side planks. This is a series of linked together planks with a push-up. Full body exercise. This is a killer workout. I hope you enjoyed these core exercises, and most of all, I hope you do them. Do just a little bit every day. You don't have to do them a lot. You don't have to kill yourself. Remember, when you're at the end of your race and you're tired and you've been working hard, or at the end of a long run, you're not going to rise to the occasion. You're going to fall back on your training. And this is the training. This is the cross training that you're going to need to get you through those long, hard miles and finish your race like a champion.